produced by Namco. Yet again, for the 15th billionth time, it feels like. But we're back into it again, baby. Tekken Tag Tournament. These are so good every time. Every intro to every Tekken, Soul Calibur are amazing. Oh my goodness, these high-quality FMVs are beautiful. This is Tekken Tag Tournament, released in Japanese arcades in 1999, and then ported into the PS2, which came out a year later in 2000. So they decided to port it there instead of putting it on the PlayStation. And yeah, this game looks phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like an early PS2 game, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of jank, but these FMVs look awesome. This is the game where they decided, you know what, we're gonna put every character we've ever had in Tekken into the roster so you can play them, and introduce a new mechanic that I'll show later on. Kazuya with the leather jacket. Mishima's, when they put on the suit, goes so hard for absolutely no reason. This game is the in-between between Tekken 3 and Tekken 4. They were thinking, well, let's just try to make Tekken 3.5, essentially, and put it onto the PlayStation 2. So this is Tekken Tag Tournament, as you see, 1999, but ported to PS2 in 2000. The first thing I want to show off, as we always do, this is also a decent screen, but this logo looks worse than Tekken 3's logo. This looks awful in comparison. Okay, Namco, yeah, I know who you are. Practice mode, baby. Get in there. So the gimmick of Tekken Tag Tournament is now you can do 2v2, where you tag in your partner. Not like assists in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or Marvel vs. Capcom in general. You just switch in, and then you can actually combo with your partner, which is pretty cool, but I don't know how well I'm going to do it. So, as you can see, we have a large roster here. I also am timed, so I'm not going to be able to go over it, but you can look at all these characters. Everyone that's ever been in a Tekken game is here. That's ever been a playable character. All of them. Ganryu, Lee. It's crazy. Even Kazuya, look at him. He's beautiful. So you got Kunimitsu, Kazuya, Bruce, Kuma, Jack 2. We have 3 versions of Jack. It's unnecessary, but we got them all. Gun Jack, P Jack, and Jack 2 from Tekken 2. Julia and Michelle. Bach and Hwarang. Wang and Lei Wulong. I'm telling you, Roger and Alex. Devil and Angel. True Ogre and Ogre, dude. Everyone's here. I do believe everyone is here. I'll put it on the screen to correct myself if they're not. Let's fight Devil and... Oh, no. Unknown is not in practice mode. I don't know why, but it's cool. They got 3D models at the bottom. We got nice PNGs of the characters that fade in. The background's not looking good. It looks like an apocalyptic background. It looks like Y2K. This is pretty much just Tekken 3 in a PS2 style. That's all I gotta say. All the movement is the same. Actually, you could probably combo easier in this game. I think this game might be a little bit more floaty. So something that's different that I'll show you in this game compared to Tekken 3 is that Jin's spin combo actually combos off the ground. So if you miss the second kick, the low kick actually bumps him up into a mid kick, which is insane. They didn't do that in Tekken 3. So now they just give you a combo extender now. Better damage, 46, which is crazy. Same movement, like up and down is to do the side step, back to back up. Like I said, Tekken 3. Tekken 3 from PS2 with all the roster of the characters. Now we have the tag gimmick. You just send your person in. So let's say I do Electric Wind Godfist. You kind of can. If you do it right, you can actually tag in and then start the combo. So if you're worried about dying in this game or losing all your health, you tag out. That's essentially the whole point. Even though you don't both share a health bar, if one of the health bars goes down to 0, you lose. That's how this game works. It's really weird, because it's not Marvel vs. Capcom style. So that's pretty much it. Tekken 3, but just tagging it out. Alright, so let's go to arcade mode, because you got all the character select stuff. Same old stuff you've ever seen. Also, the font in this is terrible. I'd rather have Tekken 3 stuff. It's not just me being a big Tekken 3 fanboy, it just looks better. This game's aesthetic doesn't look that great, nor is its music better than Tekken 3's. Feels like they rushed to get this out, even though it's just a high-res version of Tekken 3 with all the characters in. And see, like, the scrolling thing, this is all just taken off of Tekken 3. There's also pair play mode. I'll just put that on screen what that is, because I don't know what that is. Let's go to arcade now. So you can't play as unknown in arcade as well. So obviously you would have picked Jin Kazama. Why wouldn't I? There's also different colors of the same costume in this game. It's really nice. I'd pick Kazuya. His gloves are terrible in this game. They look like regular gloves when they're not meant to. Look at that apocalyptic text in the background. That's serial killer snipping out newspaper, sending it into the letter to the police, Zodiac killer style. So you see this? That's the HUD. I don't mind the colors of the HUD. The light blue's very nice, and it's just an empty background. It's slightly red, but it's not too red. It's more like I said, a traffic light style. Will light up and stuff like that in comparison, like a neon tube. The 59's okay. The stage 1 and the arcade numbers at the top left are okay. Like I said, the font of this game is just not very good. It feels not as edgy or as aesthetic as Tekken 3 was. It feels like they softened it up a bit, which is, to me, is unnecessary. Also, the background, as you can tell, you got people in the background. 3D models. I think these are 3D modeled backgrounds as well, which is awesome. Finally, we're getting to the 3D models. This is after Soul Calibur released. I'm very impressed with this stuff. I'm glad they went the Soul Calibur route of just showing off 3D models in the background. But you notice, see, I'm running low on health. I send in Kazuya to do the work. Wow, I grab into that. That's insane. This game looks good, especially for an early PS2 game. It's kind of jank, but it looks good. And this is the last Jin Kazama that has the proper Mishima style. Laser cannon into the back of the bear, baby. Let's go. All the wind screens are just Tekken 3, but modeled in a PS2 style. Some of these PNGs are brand new, if not all of them. Look at this map. This map looks pretty generic. I gotta say, but the colors are nice. It's a nice temple look. I gotta say, it does look weird on the PS2 because you can tell that even though you're moving, the floor moves, but the background doesn't. So you're always the same distance between you and the background, which looks kind of weird in PS2 era. All right, so this game has plenty of stages. Oh my goodness, Bruce, what did they do to you? Also, there's special intros based on who you tag with. So Jin and Kazuya just look at each other because obviously they're enemies, even though they have something in common, and that's getting revenge against Heihachi. Backgrounds are nice. The graffiti wall, like, I do think the maps are better in this game than they are in Tekken. That's something I'll definitely say. They look really good, especially when they got the 3D models in the background. It's like, yeah, their faces aren't that detailed, but you can tell that they're 3D models doing their pre-scripted movement. Oh my god, that's disgusting that combos. I don't even care if it does damage. My problem is that I don't think it should combo, but this is where Tekken's going. This game showed where Tekken was going to end up. Also, it's really interesting to me that they just didn't add the tag concept in the mainline games. I don't understand that whatsoever. It's not like those other games couldn't do it. That was so jank. That was a switch out, and it was so jank. Also, you notice there's lightning under the names for the different costumes instead. What is this, Mayan ruins? Let's see, you can tag out for a roll-up like you saw in that other Jack. Just being able to tag out from any position. Like I said, it takes time to come in. You can actually hit, I think you can actually get a happy birthday in this where you can hit all the tag partners at once, but it's very difficult. It's very hard. They're very lenient about from when you can tag in. Oh, the punch into the armbar. Let's go. All the voice lines are just taken from whatever game they came from. I don't even know if they redid them for this game. That's my mother. I better get out. Oh, that's my wife. That's my wife. Oh, my Judd's going crazy. Wife, please. Oh, that was a bad idea. Bad time to get out. See, you got to time your exits properly. If you don't, sometimes you'll just get caught out. But see, Anna Williams got a new picture there. Not on the character screen, though. They took some of those from Tekken 3. Yo, look at this jungle. Look how bright that is. Dang. Oh, a parry. You know, I didn't bring that up in Tekken 3. I think Tekken 3 has parries as well, but you can parry in this game. I don't know if every character has a parry, but there are parries. What's new in this game, if you saw that block, if that after a certain amount of strings of your combo causes you to stagger. It's a stagger animation, that's what I want to call it. You stagger after the hit, which is really weird. It only works for certain moves. Like, you notice my fist didn't do it that one time I did the 3-hit combo with my fist, but with kicks, I think it does. Oh, we got me with the hell axle. Oh, the side throw! So this is the final boss. It's unknown. It's essentially an evil nature spirit taking over Jun Kazama. This game is non-canonical for a reason. That outfit's crazy. And yes, this design will be reused in Soul Calibur 5 for Zwei, which means 3. Don't know why the guy's name's Zwei. I don't like Soul Calibur 5. That's all I gotta say. Also, in this game, you have to get the red health of their health bar gone too. You can't just get the blue. It has to be all of it. Also, it's 1 round. There you go. You got to see the boss. That's it. That's unknown. Bad idea. I do not like Jun Kazama being evil. I don't like, hey, let's take everyone who's a Mishima or Kazama and turn them evil. I'm glad Asuka doesn't become evil out of nowhere. I just think that was a bad idea for a boss, even for a non-canonical game in the franchise. But this just shows the replays of all the fights you were in and lets you know what time you spent in order to clear it. Pretty good stuff. So this is Jin Kazama's ending on arcade, which is interesting because it's nothing to do with unknown. Oh, he's gonna destroy Kazuya. No, he's not. Also, that silk suit looks so good. Jin's like, no, I can't do it. No, I can't destroy my father. Yo, I think this is the arcade intro. Look at this intro, baby. This is awesome. Oh, yeah. They stole that scene from Tekken 3. They just did that again. Oh my goodness. Suited up Mishimas. Let's go. All right, so we saw arcade mode. Let's just go to options real quick. Same old stuff you ever seen at any other Tekken, all right? Nothing too crazy. Controller setup, which is just not as cool. I mean, it lights up when you press the button so you can select what it is, but it's not as cool. It's not as cool as Tekken 3's. You got your records of stuff. Cool. Awesome. Adjust display, same as it ever was. Memory card autosave on. Can't believe, why would you ever have this default off? You're out of your mind. Gallery is new to this, where you can actually take screenshots of the fights you were in and put them in here if you want to. That's it. It's not very good. So we have theater mode as well, where it shows all the endings of the characters. You also have your opening movie, the arcade movie. You also have the demonstration of each character. That's what Embu is. See, Unknown's in here too. Tetsujin is a metal version of Mokujin as well, so they have another skin. Also, Tiger Jackson's in here as well, as you can see there, and Unknown. So yeah, you got every character you want. And the endings are different than what they were in Tekken 3, and they're not all FMVs. As you saw with Jin's, it was actually 3D models. I think Unknown's is actually an FMV. See, and this looks really good. This is where she fights the evil nature spirit that's inside of her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see? Also, Jun Kazama is supposed to be dead. That's why this is non-canonical. But, you know, Tekken will always find a way to put things in that should have never been in there. For some reason. You even have the option to do one-on-one if you wanted to. Hey, you don't like the tag concept and just want to fight one-on-one, that's fine. So it's just its own arcade mode, one-on-one. And every other mode, team, battle, time, attack, survival, cool. Tekken Bowl. This is an amazing, another alternative. I don't know if it's, I'd say it's better the Tekken Ball in concept, but this is fun too and very frustrating, and I'll show you why as I scroll back down to it. So you can choose anyone you want in Tekken Ball. Any character that's normally available, here they are. I'm gonna choose Julia, and I'll choose Yoshimitsu. I know it's a weird combo, but hear me out. You're gonna see why. Jank logo. They just put Bowl where tag was and put Bowl there. So this is bowling in Tekken. Yes, this is entire lane. There's no ledges that which you bounce off of. It's just entire floor. So you got to get used to figuring out how this game works for each character, because each character has their own stats. They throw the ball differently. They curve the ball differently. When I mean throw, I mean their power's different. It's insane. You have to figure that out on your own. They don't tell you in the screen. You can move around. That's the first thing you could do. You can also tilt the camera to position where you're looking at. And this is the spin bar on the left, where how much the ball will spin. So let's say I want only a little bit of spin and almost a lot of power. Hey, I didn't get a strike, because the pins on this are Heihachi heads. They don't work like traditional pins. This is not like Wii Sports, but certain characters like Gun Jack, all the Jacks, and Yoshimitsu and Brian have the ability to where you can see the pinpointing, and it'll tell you like where to look at and where to throw it. But you still have to press at the right time. See, it's a little bit to the left, so you can also move your character. Good music also. There's also different settings here that you can look at. You can look at the top ballers. You can look at the top 5 bowlers. This is my best score, 219, with Anna Williams and Julia Chang. This game's difficult. I've tried for hours to try to really get it down. You need like a metronome to know when to press the button, it seems like, because this game is very precise. It's not like Wii Bowling. It's not as good. You should also change the jukebox to whatever you want. Off. Unknown's theme's terrible. I'm just going to say that now. This is a weird like techno track that I don't like. I mean, there's some good soundtracks in here, but this is terrible too. It's janky, it's hokey, corny, whatever you like. No eyes, no ears, no mouth, no whatever. It's shut up. I got it. Warrings just don't even make any sense. It's just, what is this? This sounds like a Jungle Beat. This sounds like something from Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Ogre sounds good, actually. This should have been Unknown's theme. You have like school theme. You know, I'm so mad I'm taking it off. You know what? I'm so mad that it's not as good as Tekken 3's. I'm just turning it off. Complete and utter silence. I can't believe I didn't get a strike there. All right, I got to move over to the left. You can move to the left. Well, oh, I just completely... If you ever heard that sound effect before, it comes from this game. Now you know. But this is pretty much Tekken Ball. Ooh, that's a little inside. A little inside. See, it tells what speed it is. But each character has their own spin and speed. It's crazy. Oh, I got it. I'm doing so poorly. We can turn the music back on. Move a little bit to the right. Blammo! I just don't want any splits. Splits are bad. No splits for me. Gotta move left a little bit. And I completely botched it. I'm glad that I get high scores. But when I actually want to record for this video, I just botch. Botch it all the time. Are you kidding me? And I got a 7-10 split. Are you out of your mind? Trying to calculate where things are going to spin to like that, it's insane. You see how Julia's right-handed? But the bar doesn't go all the way left and right. Hers goes all the way to the left, but it only goes midway to the right. And some characters like Jack throw the ball at 60 miles per hour, which actually isn't that impressive, but it's very fast on the screen. There we go. At least I can get the spare. As you see, the pins aren't stopped by the top. Normally, these pins should be in the back. I think they should have been underneath so the pins actually knock around. That's the bonus thing about bowling. But this just isn't proper bowling. It's like some weird pseudo bowling. You get a strike, you get special sound, you got people in the clapping, and your characters do a win pose. I did not move over enough. Well, this is going to be rough. Oh, please. Oh, let's go. That's a nice cover. So for specific splits, you get nice cover if you hit it, all the pins. There we go. See, now we're making a comeback. No splits. Oh, my God, I missed it. So that's terrible. The most you can get in bowling is 300. And it tells you what strikes, spares, misses, fouls, and splits. All of that in there. It gives you a nice Heihachi trophy and tells what characters are scored, all of that. The women characters are really good because they're usually throw slower in this game. Unless you're Unknown. Unknown's gimmick is random. Mokujin's is random. Tetsujin's is random. So let's show off like one of the jacks. Let's show off Gunjack and Ganryu. Why not? My score's probably going to be terrible. They throw really quick. But I like the slower characters because it's easier to pick up spares. So you'll see Gunjack C is similar to what Yoshimitsu had. Look how fast that is. But you notice it only goes in between the left and right at its most peak arc. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so this gimmick sucks. You can overcharge, which counts as a foul. Yeah, and it says great like it would as if you defeated your opponent with low health. And that's a foul. I don't know why it's in this game. It's terrible. Overcharging should not be in this. See how fast Ganryu threw that? If you want to throw fast, it's good for pin action in normal bowling because it rattles around on the top left and right. But when you make it so wide out in the open, it makes it much more difficult to get good. Oh, that's terrible. It makes it much more difficult. Actually, I got a strike. That's crazy. It makes it much worse to get pin action. Oh my goodness, I'm cooking! Look at a nice turkey PNG, dude! Oh no, see, you didn't get good pin action there, despite the fact that I was pretty dang close to a strike. There you go, move over, move over. Oh, a little too inside. That was like a difference of 3 miles per hour. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And they all have the same animation where they dive forward. Come on. See, that's terrible. Oh, you see, you can bounce around off the top. But it's very difficult. The faster the character, the harder it is to get it centered. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I couldn't even get the bounce off. Oh, I got to move to the left. Move! There we go. Excellent stuff. That was terrible. See, the slowest he throws is 30 miles per hour. There we go. Good spare pick, at least. At least. So there you go. That's Tekken Bowl. That's pretty much all this game has. I got really nothing more. You got one-on-one versus, which is 2-player, but that's it for this game. That's all you got. I mean, which is good. It's a Tekken game. Like, what else would you get? But like I said, this is non-canonical. Tekken Tag Tournament is the weird in-between, like Tekken Tag Tournament 2 will be, but this was just to put all the characters all in one game, which is really nice. I do like that. If you want to play this game, it's on PS2. Get it on emulator or whatever. It's a nice game. I just play it just for Tekken Bowl. Tekken Bowl is not as good as Wii Sports Bowling or Wii Sports Resort Bowling. It's not as good as that either, but this game is definitely good enough to play if you want to. Just for Tekken Bowl, like I said, I don't think this mode ever comes back in another Tekken game. And it kind of sucks because this game could have had Tekken Ball as well, and it doesn't. Have an excellent one. Thanks for watching my retrospective review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, because I got more videos on the way, baby. Remember, Tekken Ball. Get the 300 perfect game.